Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. This is my bottom preview for Zepeda against Giovanni Cabrera in the 135-pound division, 12 3-minute rounds, obviously in the lightweight division. But also, I will start off by predicting the other two fights that are on this card. So, starting off then with Ricardo Sandoval, the American, up against Angel Ramos, the Mexican. 30 wins, 1 defeat, and 2 draws for Angel Ramos. So, tough fight for Ricardo, who has the 2 defeats. Very close fight. Tough fight to call in the 112-pound division as well. 10 3-minute rounds as well. And it's going to be a true pit and fight for me between Sandoval and Ramos. Angel Ramos probably doesn't get talked about because of his obviously 30 wins of his record with the name to his face as well. But we all know the Mexicans, usually the Mexicans are the ones you don't want to face in boxing because they are so hard to beat. Obviously, in this present time, it's the Ukrainians, isn't it, that are the hard ones to beat. That the hard ones to beat these days. I think the Mexicans' fear factor has slightly been lost. Slightly, they can be more beatable now. They can be more beatable. But that was always in the come as well, wasn't it? So, and this is interesting though. But this is interesting because look what we got. I've only just noticed it. We've actually got USA versus America. America versus Mexico. USA versus Mexico here. So, in all 3 fights. As well. But Sandoval then to Angel Ramos. That is a fight can go either way. It's a fight that can go either way. A real pit and fight for me. It's a real pit and fight. And, it's a tough one. On who will get the decision. I'm going to go for Angel Ramos. I'm asking over Angel Ramos to pick up a decision win over Ricardo Sandoval. It'll be a close decision, one shot me if it's a split decision, to be honest with you, because it's a really good pit and fight, in my opinion. It's a really good pit and fight. So I'm going to go for Angel Ramos to win on points. Onto the tour main event, Alexis Watson, 24 wins, 2 defeats, of course, up against Wild Toriel, another Mexican, an unbeaten Mexican as well, which is quite dangerous. 15-0 record for Wild Toriel. So again, Alexis Watson for me does not really want this to go to points because I think Toriel may have a chance if it goes to points. If he can frustrate Watson as well. Sandoval Ramos, that's a true pit and fight for me, and between 2 boxers as well. While this fight is Alexis Watson, who will be there to get. I think Alexis will be there to get the stoppage for me because he's not a man who will settle on a points win for me. Alexis. So it'll be more of a come forward fighter. Toriel, it's all about how long can he survive and what he can bring to the fight and what damage he can cause Alexis Watson as well. I do think Alexis will win. When you look at both their resumes and who they've both been in with. But I reckon it will be a tough test for Alexis Watson. It will be a tough test for him, but I think he gets the job done, and I think he gets the stoppers in the 8 rounds, in the very 8 rounds. I'm going for a 10th round stoppage win for Alexis Watson in my opinion. And finally, William Zepeda, 13-0 record up against Giovanni Cabrera. William Zepeda, obviously his last fight, most recent fight, was Matthew Hughes. Obviously stopping Matthew Hughes, of course, William Zepeda. The presser of William Zepeda, relentless presser he brings as well. He's a real problem in the lightweight division for the top guys in the lightweight division that we talked about. The guys of Giovanni Davis and Vasil Lomachenko and Shakur Stevenson. He can really cause them a problem, in my opinion. He can really cause them a problem for me. And I do fancy Zepeda for the stoppings here against Giovanni Cabrera, who will be on the back foot straight away. It's all about Cabrera's movement. He starts to need to use that movement, move around the win. Otherwise, if Zepeda causes that trap, game over for me. It's game over for me. And Zepeda's record speaks to it for itself as well. And he doesn't, for me, Zepeda, he's the dangerous animal in the lightweight division. He doesn't get talked about enough in the lightweight division. Everyone's going to talk about Lomachenko, Giovanni Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and them guys. But William Zepeda needs to be talked about as well. And I think William Zepeda, I think he's mandatory for one of the titles as well, isn't he? He's mandatory for one of the titles, or even if not both of the titles, two of the titles. So I'm not saying Zepeda would beat Giovanni Davis and Lomachenko, them type of guys, but he was certainly causing them a problem. He was certainly causing them a problem, definitely. And needs to be spoken about more, in my opinion. And for me, William Zepeda, that's a stoppage here. I think he gets it done inside 6 rounds. I really do. I think he gets it done inside 6 rounds. Arlandor for a 6 round stoppage win, but it could even be earlier than that. He is that dud, William Zepeda. Especially if he causes that trap. If he causes that trap on Cabrera, it's game over already for Cabrera, in my opinion. And Zepeda will eventually cause that gap where Cabrera can't use movement, and that's when Zepeda will finish the job off. Will do the job, and end up a 6 round stoppage win for William Zepeda over Giovanni Cabrera. So that is my bottom preview and bottom predictions for Zepeda versus Giovanni Cabrera, and my full card predictions down below in the comments. Feel free to leave full card predictions down below in the comments. And yeah, see you all in the next video. Take care, stay safe, and see you all later.